This was one of Governor Murphy's top campaign promises. Just last week, he said it was Monday or never. Well, it didn't happen today, so now the question is, will it ever? New Jersey is not ready to go green just yet. Democratic leaders were unable to secure the 21 votes needed in the Senate to legalize marijuana. So instead, they chose to push the vote to a later date, to be determined. Today was an artificial deadline set by Senate President Sweeney.
This is an issue that's not going away, and we've learned it. We've made a few mistakes. We'll fix them, we'll move forward, and we'll come back.
I did not get to my position in support of legalizing adult use marijuana overnight. I know we all remain committed to passing this bill and making our state a national model for justice and opportunity, because ultimately this is the right thing to do for New Jersey.
Sources say Assembly Speaker Craig Coughlin secured votes in the Assembly to pass the measure, but preferred the Senate vote first, as the Assembly is up for re-election this November and are wary of passing such a controversial bill if they don't have to. Political analyst Jim McQueenie says there is more going on behind the scenes delaying this vote. Politics are at play.
It's not unusual at all in the New Jersey legislature for a vote to take forever on important things. Why? Because when you're late and last with a vote, it means more for you. You get more as a legislator when you hold out longer. Wow. And that's what's going on right now.
Patrick Murray with the Monmouth Polling Institute says public opinion supports legalization.
The fact that there's 60% support doesn't necessarily mean that the public absolutely wants this to happen, that they need this to happen. They think it's a good thing in terms of justice, fairness, in terms of the revenue that it could create, but they're not going to hold their leaders accountable if it doesn't happen.
Those opposed to legalization, including members of the group Smart Approaches to Marijuana, call today a victory against another industry like big tobacco.
At the end of the day, I think the local community pushback surprised some folks and held legislators on this issue.
I was told that the vote never really got over 16 or 17, and that's where it always was. These people that are hard-nosed, these senators are hard-nosed, they're going to continue to be hard-nosed.
It was hoped that marijuana would bring in more than $400 million every year. Only $100 million was slated in this year's budget. However, that's $100 million, a gap that taxpayers will have to fill. The Democratic leaders just said that they hope to bring this up for another vote before the fall. We're live in Trenton at the State House. Meg Baker, CBS 2 News.